When a person laughs at you in public, especially in a room filled with polite smiles, clinking glasses, and unspoken hierarchies, it is never just a laugh. It is a signal. It is a declaration of how that person views themselves in relation to you. Most people misunderstand moments like these. They think the insult is about them. They think the embarrassment is personal. But the truth is far more revealing, and far less personal than it appears on the surface. Disrespect is not an action that suddenly appears. It is an expression of a deeply rooted level of awareness, conditioning, and inner identity. When someone feels comfortable laughing at another, human beings' perceived vulnerability, they are unconsciously revealing the ceiling of their own consciousness. In that moment, the coworker's laughter was not spontaneous. It was rehearsed by years of internal dialogue, social reinforcement, and ego-driven comparison. People laugh at others when they believe they occupy a higher position on an invisible ladder. That ladder exists only in the mind, yet it governs behavior more powerfully than any written rule. The laugh says, "I believe I am above you." The question, "How does it feel?" is not curiosity. It is dominance disguised as humor. It is an attempt to place another person emotionally beneath them, to extract energy, validation, or superiority from the reaction. What most people fail to realize is that such a moment is a mirror. It reflects not your worth but their worldview. A person operating from insecurity will always seek external confirmation of value. They measure themselves by comparison. They need someone to look smaller so they can feel bigger. And when they find a socially acceptable stage, like a company dinner, surrounded by colleagues and power dynamics, the temptation to perform superiority becomes irresistible. The laughter becomes a performance, not for you, but for everyone else in the room, including themselves. This is where awareness changes everything. The instant you recognize that disrespect reveals the other person's level of consciousness, the emotional sting dissolves. You stop asking, "Why would they say that to me?" and start seeing, "This is who they are right now." You see the behavior as data, not a verdict. You see it as information about their inner state, not an evaluation of your outer value. And when you see it clearly, you no longer need to defend yourself, explain yourself, or prove anything. Many people believe dignity comes from confrontation. They think strength is loud. They think respect is reclaimed by retaliation. But that belief itself is rooted in the same low level of awareness as the insult. True dignity is internal. It does not need witnesses. It does not rise or fall based on another person's opinion. When someone laughs at you, they are unconsciously asking for a reaction, because reactions feed the ego. Silence, composure, and inner certainty starve it. The smirk in that moment is not sarcasm. It is not mockery. It is recognition. It is the quiet acknowledgement that you are seeing the situation from a higher altitude. You are not inside the emotional storm. You are observing it. You are aware that this moment is temporary, that roles can change, that today's laughter often becomes tomorrow's lesson. You understand that power is not in the mouth that speaks, but in the mind that remains undisturbed. Disrespect often feels shocking because society teaches people to equate external approval with self-worth. From a young age, many are conditioned to seek validation from authority figures, peers, and social structures. A public laugh threatens that conditioning. It feels like exposure. But once you break free from that framework, once you stop outsourcing your value, disrespect loses its power. It becomes noise instead of a signal. The coworker's laughter, then, becomes an announcement of limitation. It says, "This is as far as my thinking goes." People operating at higher levels of consciousness do not mock. They do not humiliate. They do not derive pleasure from another person's discomfort. They understand cause and effect at a deeper level. They know that what you project outward always circles back inward. Mockery is a boomerang. Disrespect is an echo. Those who laugh at others are unconsciously rehearsing how they expect life to treat them in return.